We welcome you live for the Eldora 40 here at Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio, United States of America. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes. Unfortunate to us, we don't have enough. We only have one commentator, and that's me, of course. On top of the board currently, just rolling around. There is the number 12, and this is our first dirt race. Well, our second ever in iSCAR, but our first ever dirt race for iSCAR. As we look around, if we get a better view, is the blimp view. Let's try to get a chopper cam. Currently following George Tolsma. He's going around the oh no, this is not George Tolsma. This is Trey Shuttlesworth. But anyway, on top of the board, well, that's Ezeckiel Reyes. Well, he's only there just to run laps under practice, obviously broadcasting. Anyway, yeah, there I am. I ran a 16.606. The second person up there is the number 12 of Monroe Johnson. He's currently running around there in turn number 1 and 2, all the way to the low side. A lot of people are using the low side. That's going to be a bit sketcy coming into the race because race session transfers, and already that bottom is just being eaten up. Person third right now is Trey Shuttlesworth, but just about 5 minutes on around 5 minutes 30 left in practice. For now, joining us, this is iSCAR for the iSCAR Baseline Late Model Series, the Eldora 40 lapper, as we have a wreck just unfolding right there. But welcome to Eldora. This is one of the more sketchier tracks. It's a dirt track. It's known for its fast, high bank corners. As we ride along George Tolsma here, he's currently in turn 2. The backstretch is pretty much different. It's a curved backstretch. Well, other than that, this race looks to be very sought after. Tolsma just about weaves the outside line. But yep, should be a fun race. Have a lot of people here, 14 in total, who have signed up. Actually 13, including me. And as you see, Connor Brandon loop it around. Oh, I don't even know what he's doing. Oh my god. Yeah, Connor Brandon just got T-boned. Connor Brandon 92, he just got T-boned by the 94 of Menchu. But anyway, should be a straightforward race. Your points later is the number 17 of Brian C. Mullen. He's just currently making his way back around. He won the first race at Ermandale. He's currently P13 in practice, and Klein just making his way 12th. Sitting back there, the person with the slowest lap is the 4 car, Derek McManus. It should be a fun race tonight. A lot of drivers here, more drivers than the first race. Some more points are going to be available here as Tolsma's going to loop it around. Anyway, y'all don't know this track? Well, you're not a dirt fan. Again, it doesn't show the race summary and stuff like that, but it's 40 laps. Straightforward race, as I said. No heat racing, sadly, as Johnson runs at the back of the 4 car of McManus. Everybody's just trying to log some laps in, but we'll get a interesting view right here. That's not the view I was looking for. Let me turn off the ticker. But this is the type of view I want to see. I want to see where all that slickness is going to be, and it looks like all that slick dirt is going to be all the way to the bottom. You already see it building up there, all around the low side, as Trey Shuttlesworth fights it out with Eric Keplinger. Actually, Shuttlesworth going to bring it in. Keplinger is trying to make a high side up and going. Oh, he is George Tolsma though. But a lot of these people pretty much inexperienced, as Connor Brandon's joking around right now. Don't know what he's doing. Shuttlesworth looks like he's playing around with the setup because he's going in and out. Again, this is an open setup, so currently sitting fastest, but Johnson's not running a, not even running a, what you call it, a fixed, what you call it. He's running the iRacing set, I know that for sure. Shuttlesworth's running something different. Currently, the person with the fastest time, the 16:06, that was me, up in first, and Johnson is currently that much behind me in time. And these people trying to get used to these cars. Some Benchy right there. Kilo Hankins. Boyo's running that high side. These are the limited late models, so they aren't as strong. You can full throttle throughout the full corner. But this should produce some very tight racing because everybody's using up the bottom. No matter how much bottom you use out, you still get yourself some decent run going. There's Connor Brown going. What we call a slider. Oh, no, we couldn't complete it. Just currently fighting that way. First for Boyo. Haven't seen him in a late model race as Connor Brandon. Yeah, that was a good slide job. Oh boy, into the wall he goes. Connor Brandon flips it around. Yeah, Dale Jr. wouldn't approve of that. Johnson currently making his way back to the track. Less than a minute left in practice. Person who finished second last race is right there. That's Jackson Menchu. And I think he's a couple points right behind of Connor Brandon. I mean, not Connor Brandon, Brian St. Mullen. And our third place runner is Andrew Klein. He's over there, just sitting his way around. Brian St. Mullen flying up the higher banks, but Mullen looks like he ain't a dirt racer, so this should be an interesting race. As warm-up looks to be complete, here we go for qualifying. Gonna pull up results. Don't mind my name. I just like running laps. Had to. All right, qualifying underway. Should be a straight fun race. So the bottom was really worn out. I'm hoping that people could realize that, because I know a lot of people don't have really tight computers to see the whole rendering thing. But we'll see where everybody lays themselves at, and we'll have a go at it. 30 seconds in, nobody gets made a lap. Well, they're probably making their first laps right now. If you're now just joining us, this is the iSCAR Baseline Late Model Series. Currently on dirt. Our first race on dirt this season. Second race on dirt ever. As Connor Brandon just ran a interesting lap time of a 16.6. My goodness, Connor Brandon has made his way up to the top of the board. He was one of the slower people that time, but Kilo Hankins also making up a fast time. I'm surprised about that. Before he runs himself to second. Kilo Hankins! He makes his way up to second. Oh boy. Kilo Hankins, I know he races a lot of dirt. Connor Brandon races a lot of 305s around iRacing. Everybody making laps. Only 3 people who haven't made laps: David B. Smith, Eric Keplinger, Jackson Menchu. A couple rookies in tonight. Derek McManus in the number 4, and BJ Deal making his first iSCAR start. He's in 6th place currently. Johnson ran a slow time. Johnson was running really fast there, but falls himself back to 7th. Brian C. Mullen makes himself a fast time. So he puts himself at the 8th. I'm really surprised about Connor Brandon. I don't even know how he ran that fast by the time. Didn't beat the not the pole time, but the practice time, which I ran, which is 16.606 or 609, I think. And his best was a 16.689. So he ran about Trey Shuttlesworth's speed, but Trey ran a I guess you could say bad lap for him. He's in a 16.855. A lot of people didn't run the high side. The person with the highest iRating here is BJ Deal. And he's sitting pretty in sixth. Straight out of the top 5. 2 minutes currently remain. I need to put a national anthem because I don't have a lot to say during qualifying besides who's the points leader, who's won what. Hunter Johnson was our first ever dirt winner. He won the street stocks at USA over Lucas Graham and a charging Eric Keplinger in that race. Johnson went on to win the championship. Johnson's currently sitting 7th right now. Person I'm looking out for is Trey Shuttlesworth and George Tolsma. Tolsma, I know he hangs out around the dirt tracks in real life. He should be a good person to watch out for, as well as Trey Shuttlesworth. He hangs out around the dirt tracks. Less than a minute remaining in practice. Not practice, qualifying, Apologies about that. As Menchu runs a 1 minute time. David B. Smith, Eric Keplinger yet to make a lap. "20 seconds remain." Looks like everybody is qualified, and looks like Connor Brennan. We're in a surprising pole. All right, and that's going to complete it. Connor Brennan is going to make his way up top somehow. As we run ourselves up for this one. Everybody gridding in. Should take 2 minutes for everybody to get in. If you're now just joining us, this is iSCAR Baseline Late Model Series, Eldora 40 Lapper, Eldora Speedway, located in Rossburg, USA, Rossburg, Ohio. Show you a bit of track info here on the right panel. It's a dirt oval. Track length 0.44 miles. So it's less than a half mile. 4 turns, each on each corner. Track elevation, 1,000 above sea level. Track temp, well, I don't think it would matter because it's a dirt track. Dynamic. 7801. City in Rossburg, the country of the United States of America. Weather looking pretty tonight. Partly cloudy. Blah, can't English. Air temp around 78 degrees, so it's pretty hot. Wind direction going north at just about 2 miles per hour. Humidity around 55%. Fog is 0%. So it was partly cloudy. This should be a fun one. Everybody lined up notice the tail. Alright, here we go. Grid is up, and here we go. For tonight's race, brought to you by iSCAR and Tolsma Designs. You can check them out in the description below. Is everybody gonna pull her up? We're gonna start gridding. As fireworks go on in the background, y'all can see that in the distance. Connor Brennan starting up. One, let's fire this go out. Kilo Hankins starting outside. Trey Shuttleworth, George Stolzman running up row number 2. Christopher Pollo and BJ Deal running up row number 3. Hunter Johnson, Ryan C. Mullen, row number 4. Derek McManus, Andrew Klein, row number 5. Jackson Menchu, row number 6. And there was a lot of people who didn't qualify, as y'all are trying to do a 4 wide salute. That was sort of a worked out 4 wide salute. I give them props to that. That was pretty cool. Pace truck lights are off. It ain't a pace car. What is this? So here we go. Khalil Hankins blinks a bit. We're coming to green this time by for the iSCAR Baseline Late Model Series. Pace truck makes his way in. Green flag this time by as Connor Brandon goes to the low side immediately for this 40-lap event. Everybody fanning out all over the place. There's McMahon blinking like super hard. BJ Deal tries to make his way to the low side. George Tolsma can't get it done. Side by side for the lead. No, this is for second actually, as the 19 of Trey Shuttlesworth makes his way to the inside. He gets a bit sideways though. Can't make the run off the corner. Khalil Hankins way wide right there. Trey Shuttlesworth moves his way into P number 2. Tolsma follows in pursuit. Khalil Hankins just getting blown by. Starting in second as Connor Brandon's trying to make something up on the high banks, but Trey Shuttlesworth slowly closing in. He's really diving it low. Connor Brandon's using a different line. He's all the way up the high banks as Colsman looks a bit high of Shuttlesworth. 3-way battle for second. Everybody trying to look around each other. Shuttlesworth gets a bit sideways. Connor Brandon's pulling away because of this. Sideways is the 25, 3 wide into turns number 1. Khalil Hankins tries to pull his way through the middle, can't get it done. Try to take a different angle so we can get a view of everybody. There's the battle for second going on. Christopher Pollo and Trey Shuttlesworth are about going at it. Alright, we got a caution, one car on its roof! Upside down, George Tolsma on his roof. We're going to get an instant replay here in a moment, but George Tolsma's night is going to end early. As he was racing off of turn number 2, it looks like. Made his way to the low side, BJ Deal. Ooh, looks like Tolsma just didn't turn down as well. Bam, right there. And Hunter Johnson nowhere to go in that number 12 machine. Into the wall he went. Tolsma goes up and over. And he was in the points. That's going to take a huge hit to him in points. Tolsma's going to tow it onto pit road. That's going to sum up our first caution for tonight. But yeah, the 12 car of Johnson. Oh yeah, he's towed it in. That's going to leave us down to 10 cars now. We're going to be competitive here. We're 1/4 our way through the race. Pace truck lights are probably going to go out. Yes, indeed they do. Remember, short cautions around here. If you're now joining us tonight, this is the iSCAR Baseline Late Model Series, Eldora 40 laps. Plain and simple, you race it out, and everybody goes insane. Coming to green this time by Connor Brennan laying back the restart. He's going to get a good jump, most likely. Shuttlesworth plays back. Pace car truck is in. Green flag as up and away goes that number 92 of Connor Brandon. Side by side for second, way up close as Shuttlesworth shoots out of a rocket. Brandon washes up the racetrack. Brandon could get a good run off the corner, but I don't know if there's enough grip there as Johnson's going to make his way back up. Caution is out. Oh my goodness. I think what brought out the caution was the 12 stopped as he was trying to get off the pit road right there, and he was on racing surface. Oh no, that sucks. That just sucks. That's an iRacing mishap right there. Oh my lord. So Johnson's gonna make his way back on track because of that. He didn't sense he was cautioned though. He's getting the wave around. That's funny. I'll have to notify you about that for everybody. Connor Brennan's still in the lead. He's led all 12 laps. But Shuttlesworth's been on his tail. And that groove, that bottom groove is just wearing away. People need to get some type of entry into the corner. Trey Shuttlesworth get it up and going. That'll be interesting as pace truck. It's gonna put its lights out. We're gonna double up for the restart. Top 5 is going to be displayed on your bottom left. Connor Brandon, Trey Shuttlesworth, Christopher Poyo, BJ Deal, Kiloa Hankins. Running out your top 5. Coming to green this time by. Let's see if Connor Brandon could get a good jump. Trey Shuttlesworth tried to lay back the restart that time, but didn't go as planned. Coming to green this time by. Connor Brandon sort of trying to go, but Trey Shuttlesworth going to follow in pursuit. Green flag this time by as a bad restart. Well, sort of a bad restart for the 42. Bit of blinking there by the 42, Poyo sideways, as that 19 wants it. The 42 pulls a slider, trying to get in line. Here comes that 19 to the low side. Connor gets a good run off the corner, clears Trey Shuttlesworth. Shuttlesworth didn't use up the high side as he wanted to. Poyo sideways, bit of contact right there for 4th. That's the 98, and Poyo gets shoved up the racetrack by the 98. Oh, the 98 goes sideways. He collects Mullen. Jackson Menchu goes around as well. Gonna get an instant replay of that, but looks like that 17 just drove it off in there too hard. 17 right there. Yeah. I think Kiloa tried to turn down. Man, good dodge by the 94 Menchu. Kiloa tried to turn down in time. Couldn't really get it done. Couldn't cut it down and get the run off the corner like he wanted to, but that was one of the more interesting restarts, I guess you could say. Hunter Johnson's gonna get another. He probably put himself on the lead lap. That's amazing. We're coming to halfway this time by. The racing isn't over yet. You can join us on iSCAR and the iRacing.com league page. Go up and pull up that tab on Google Chrome, Firefox, whatever the crap you're using. Pull her up. Go join the league. It's a hybrid series, so we run asphalt and dirt. You can join us in the descriptions below, and you can also check out our corporate sponsor, George Tolsma Designs, or Tolsma Designs, as he wanted to label it as. We're doubling up for the restart again. Here we go. Top 5 displayed on your bottom left. Connor Brandon, Trey Shuttlesworth, BJ Deal, Christopher Poyle, Eric Keplinger. Rounding out your top 5. Pace truck's going to make his way onto pit road. And here we go for the restart. Connor Brandon looking a bit high. He shoves everybody up there just to get a run. Coming in. Green flag this time out. And a good restart for Connor Brandon. BJ Deal pulls the slider. 19. Oh my goodness. That's a great drive in there by those two. BJ Deal pulled a massive slider on Shuttlesworth entering 1 just to get himself clear. BJ Deal's most likely going to clear the 19 off the corner. Deal's using that high side now. He's running where Connor Brandon wants to run. Shuttlesworth loses a bit of time as He pulls a slider on that 42. So here we go. Everybody singled themselves out. We'll see where everybody wants to go now. Shuttlesworth goes to the low side. Brennan up on the high banks. He's right up next to the cushion. He got a bit sideways though. Teal is sort of slowly reeling it in. Top 4 is just pulled away. Meanwhile, right behind them, they're all over the place. Ezeckiel Hankins, Jackson Menchu, Brian C. Mullen, your points leader right there. He's going to pull a slider on the 94. Good racing right in the background. Meanwhile, up front, BJ Deal. Wow! Contact with a 19 and BJ Deal. That's going to allow Connor Brandon to pull away, but Poyo is now in the midst of this. Yeah, nobody wants to use the low groove now. Everybody's shifted up a groove. They've realized it now. Connor Brandon's up and away. Connor's really good at working the wheel. This is on board of him. Meanwhile, for second, yeah, Connor Brandon's just about up and away. He's probably going to lead the most laps out of everybody here. Deal's been caught up by Poyo. Shuttlesworth going to dive it in low. He wants to pull the slider on the 42. Can he get it done? Cannot. Still side by side for third. Keplinger on the high banks. He's trying to make something happen. Lap 30. 3/4 the way through the race now. Connor hasn't won in an official iSCAR race. This would be his first one if he can pick it up here. Lap 31 out of 40. Spell for second. Everybody's just all over the high side now. None of them are putting their rear tires in that groove on the cushion. Poyo makes his way to the low side. Bit of slick. He stuck it though. He's with him. He's with BJ Deal. We'll see what Poyo pulls into. No! No! Around goes Poyo! Poyo's gonna loop it around. He's sideways. Caution's gonna come out because of that. Oh, I think Poyo got hit. Poyo got tapped. To show a replay. Here, what happened? Looks like hard racing just gone down the drain as. Ooh. That was a slight contact right there with Trey Shuttlesworth, and Poyo looped it around. Bam! Right there. That's Mullen. Ran into the 42. Just about wiped up his rear bumper there. Poyo's gonna get up and going though. Pace truck lights. Still making his way around. So we'll see what BJ Deal pull on this restart. Can anybody catch Connor Brandon? We'll never know. This is probably going to be our final restart of tonight's race. Connor's led most of the laps. Led 34. Oh, he's actually led all the laps. Good dominating performance by that number 92. As we're doubling up, BJ Deal start on the outside. So, yeah, Shuttlesworth's going to be behind the 92. So here we go. Top 5 displayed on your bottom left. BJ Deal, Connor Brandon, Shuttlesworth, Keplinger, and Mullen. Mullen's your points leader. He's up top 5 now. Just trying to look for some points here. 5 to go this time by. Getting ready for the restart. Pace truck is going to pull its way onto pit road. BJ Deal's right beside Connor Brandon. Green flag this time by. And Connor Brennan didn't clear BJ Deal coming into 1. Connor pulls a slider. BJ's all over his rear bumper. BJ looks to the low side.
Alright, man.
Shoves it in there, caution comes out. And that probably might end it as we have a looper in the background. Yep, it was the 42 again. Oh, there was contact there with the 98 and the 1. Looks like the 98 came down on the 42 and contact was made. We'll see if we get a restart here. If the pace truck lights go out. They do not. It looks like Connor Brennan's gonna be your winner. BJ Deal tried, he was there, but unfortunate to them, he was already secure as the 42 looped it around. Connor Brennan's gonna be your winner of tonight's race. He's gonna run under caution. BJ Deal's gonna round out second. Trey Shuttlesworth's gonna be in third. Connor put out a really dominating performance. I'm surprised about that. Final lap of tonight's race. What a drive by the number 92, Connor Brennan. DJ tried. I mean, he got a great restart. He shoved it into 1, but the caution came out, and that secured it for Connor Brennan. He nosed ahead. Checkered flag this time by. Connor Brennan wins. BJ Deal's in second. Shuttlesworth's going to round out third. No boy. Everybody's trying to shove the door in. But there he is, Connor Brennan, your winner for tonight's race. As he's gonna pull up on high banks and win tonight's race. Led all 40 laps. Connor Brennan pulls it up on the wheel, tries to follow him in. Congratulations, Connor Brennan. We're gonna go commercial break. You won't miss a thing as we're gonna get some interviews in. We'll be right back.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Alright, and we're back here live after the Eldora 40. We're going to do a bit of post-race interviews brought to you by iSCAR, and we're going to interview our third place person, Trey Shuttlesworth. Shuttlesworth, I think he started third, and looks like he's going to end up third. Trey Shuttlesworth, talk about your run tonight.
Oh shit, I'm going to get confused because I have this stream up. Okay, I close that now. Well, qualifying third was really bad. It wasn't at that much of a disadvantage starting on the inside, but I just couldn't really get much going. It was hard to pass here, incredibly hard to pass. I myself got passed like twice on restarts, just didn't get good enough restarts. Then I took out Pollo. I'm not really proud of that, but he got loose on the bottom, and I was behind him. I really didn't have time to react. Connor, he did well by qualifying up front, and it pretty much handed him the race as long as he defended, and he defended well.
All right, man. Anything about the setup you changed in the iRacing?
No.
No? All right.
I don't know enough about setting up the late models to really... I experimented, but I found like the fixed setup to be stable enough compared to the changes I made with Stagger. Oh, I did change the gear ratio. I put it up 2 notches so that it would get higher in revs, a little bit higher in the power band.
All right, man. Anything else you have to talk about during the race?
Not that I can think of. No, not really. I think these races would be better longer, personally. 40 laps did seem really short. As people are saying, I think it'd just be a lot more fun.
All right, man. Any sponsor to thank up there?
Thanks, as always, to Proximity Racing, Toro Gaming Community, and as always, happens a lot, man. Yeah, I always hate it for my guys. I can never get it done.
All right, 10-4, man. Good luck out there next week and on Saturday.
Yeah, man. I will be there Saturday.
All right, awesome. That was number 19, Trey Shuttlesworth, and he was our only interviewer of tonight's race. That's pretty unfortunate, but that won't stop us from broadcasting on Saturday. And that's going to do it for tonight's race. Thank you for watching. Hope you rate, hope you subscribe. And, as always, I hope you do something good in life, and we're going to roll out the commercials. Thank you for all watching. iSCAR is proud to present its title sponsor, Tolsma Designs. Tolsma Designs breaks new ground with great paint scheme replicas on multiple vehicles such as World of Outlaw vehicles, Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series cars, iRacing Rallycross cars, and many more. Please go check them out in the descriptions below. This broadcast may not be reauthorized nor telecasted without permission from Ezeckiel Reyes. The following is brought to you by iRacing.com. All content that is presented is produced by Dave Kamer, John Henry, and the iSCAR team. Please enjoy today's broadcast. Thank you.